The Kaspa update is imminent, and it will change a lot. Why and how the price must rise. In the long term, all of that here in the video. Hey, welcome to Crypto Owl, a historic day for the Kaspa block deck. And I have once again brought out the t-shirt with the block deck on the back. You surely know the t-shirt. Yes, and this update that is coming today with 10 blocks per second is historic because nothing like this has ever existed, and it opens up possibilities. This update does not push the price, that must be mentioned again, but this update enables many possibilities. Here's a short tweet from me. The big hard fork of Kaspa is just around the corner. This update will not change the KAS price, but it will further improve the possibilities made possible by the Kaspa block deck. My assumption remains that there are already exchanges, and I want to substantiate this again, that are ready to list KAS, but they are waiting precisely for this fork. And these exchange listings can positively influence the price. I not only believe that they can, I even believe that they will. That's on the topic of the hard fork. What this hard fork actually means, and what is coming our way, I want to explain to you here in the video. Let's start with the KAS price. And the KAS price, yes, it's just drifting along. One must be quite honest about that. We had a bit of positive news recently. It went up to 10 cents in 2001. Then there was a small buying momentum again, as many call it, when the price falls like that. That was 8.3 cents. If we look at the daily chart, we can see it has also fallen since Donald Trump. He has been causing a stir in the market. That's how I would put it. But in general, one can draw a positive regression channel here again. I would take that as a trend reversal here, and then extend it to here. And then it should have almost broken out. But down here, we can already see. Okay, so we see a positive trend reversal. I think it can be very well initiated and interpreted here. The magical 0.05, I have marked it here. 5.2 cents was a topic where something was really possible. And look here, I marked them back then with orange, dark orange. And look there, if you look closely, almost hit. Wow. So that was an impressive forecast. I don't even know when the line is from, but it was very well hit in this case. Yes, and now it's about getting out of this. I'll call it the death zone again. That is then at 11.5 cents. But we see the attack hadn't yet come in that direction. So there's still something ahead here. But as I said, these new stock listings can and will positively influence the price. We can already say that now. And of course, we are eager to see who it will be. After the scandal around Gate.io, where there were a few problems. What does scandal mean? But there were a few problems at Gate.io. Maybe you heard a bit about it. There were withdrawal issues and so on. The wallet holdings at Gate.io have gone down. And then there's this mysterious wallet. This is an older graphic. This mysterious wallet is now in second place. Gate.io was, we can also take a look at it, Whitel, and Indeed. Maxi is undisputedly in first place, also accumulating, and has the most cash here among the large wallets. Then there's this unknown wallet, which has now sneaked into second place. So it has accumulated well here. It has bought very well here, and it continues to buy more. Look at this. Here. The balance history, look at this, it went up. So something is happening here. Already from April 30th, bought extremely. Something is definitely happening with this wallet, and it has now landed in second place. So we see this wallet has something to say. Uphold wallet has also increased, as we have accumulated something here as well. And as mentioned, the Gate.io wallet has decreased, because withdrawals continue to be made. Here. Yes, and then there are these three unknown wallets. It is assumed that they are very likely mining wallets, large mining wallets. And this wallet in second place, you have already seen it in the picture here, and it is almost assumed that it could be the Binance wallet. It's not known 100%, but I honestly say, with such holdings, 2.74% of the entire Kaspa stock, it must be someone with a lot of money, very likely. And it makes sense that it is a large exchange here. Exchanges that could still be included here are, of course, Binance, where many assume they are now in second place. As I said, we have seen a lot of accumulation recently. And other exchanges that could be involved here would be, for example, OKX. They are also still missing here. There have always been rumors. OKX and KAS, there were also support articles. So, there are many possibilities that exchange wallets are still included here. So far, Mexi is known to be involved. They also quickly listed KAS and are very active in KAS marketing. So they have been very active there. Then Gilo, as mentioned, there have been many outflows also at Bybit, which surprises me, but also more outflows to be seen. However, it is still within limits, but not even 1% of the total Kaspa holdings at Bybit. You can see again and again that Bybit might not be the first, of course, point of contact for example, spot trading, but rather the first point of contact for future trading, according to my understanding of Bybit. And then also BitGeld is included here in 10th place with 0.9902 of the holdings as well. A few outflows within the last 24 hours, and KAS is continuously being accumulated by Maxi. You can see that here. And if you say you also want to hold Kaspa on a wallet, then I can only recommend the Tangem wallet to you. And if you've ever made a transaction from the Tangem wallet to somewhere else, for example with KAS, because it goes extremely fast, then you won't want any other hardware wallets. Currently, there's a huge discount here, namely 15% with the code CryptoYule and an extra 5% with extra 5. You can also get an additional card case, which they have newly added, and you can buy the various current models. Here are the Summer Edition, Limited Edition New, or here the Dog or the American Freedom Wallet for whatever reason. The Stealth is very popular, I've been told. And you can still purchase this green Kaspa wallet. You can find that here at kaspertangem.com. You can find the links to that in the video description. Here too, you can simply enter the code CRYPTO when ordering and save 10%, plus the code EXTRA, all in uppercase, 5. Then there's an additional 5% discount, as seen here. So feel free to take advantage of the discount, check the links in the video description, and then you can buy a hardware wallet from Tangem with, for example, a Kaspa logo, like this green t-shirt here. Yes, so with wallets, we see that a lot can come our way, and it can also become interesting. And interesting is actually not just interesting, but also historical, is what's coming now, namely this update. And this update is absolutely significant, namely from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, whereas Bitcoin takes 1 block every 10 minutes. So we see, this is an example image. We're going to delve deeper into this topic now. We see how it might look when the blockchain is fully utilized. Yes, block deck, I know. But in this case, the blockchain operates like an assembly line, as seen in this video. There was a watch party for this update, maybe you noticed. And this watch party looked like this. This is the testnet, where many transactions had to be made in the testnet so that something could be seen here. So people were encouraged to join. We are hosting this blockchain or block decks test party for the 10 blocks update. And here we see 7,000 views, and this is how it looked. These are the normal 1 block per second. And if we go over there from 2 hours and 30 minutes, we can see it. This is what it looks like in the near future. 10 blocks per second, and of course many people transferred to test the whole thing. Hey, the update is here, make a few transactions in the testnet. And soon, it looked like this. So, we see that the whole thing is running and that a lot is happening. And this update doesn't mean that the price will rise immediately. But this update definitely means that we will see new possibilities, that we will see smart contracts, that we will see new tokens, that we will see new projects. Let's also think about the stablecoin that has already been announced on the Kaspa blockchain. So we see that a lot is coming our way. And this update won't take much longer. At the time of recording this video, it really won't be long. It's almost less than 2 hours now. I'm a bit behind schedule. I wanted to be faster, but something else came up. You also know. I didn't manage to make a Kaspa video in April. I took too much vacation, the kids had too many days off school, and we spent too much time in the sun. So the whole topic was really difficult. But now here, We will, of course, follow the whole update in May, and then we will see everything that happens here. If you now say you want to accumulate more Kaspa around 10 cents, then you can certainly do that now with Maxi. We've seen that they accumulate an extreme amount. So you can buy here and also send them to your hardware wallet, for example, Tangem. KAS looks like this, currently around 9.1 cents. You can still jump in, because if Binance really lists Kaspa here, you can expect many new buyers to join in when they also find out what Kaspa actually is, although Binance has already written support articles. Then there is a future bonus, a total of $8,000 if you sign up. Additionally, if you register through the Crypto Euro link, which you can find below the video or in the video description, you will receive an additional 10% cashback. Then you can also trade Kaspa. So many people would also like to trade, especially since it has dropped a bit, possibly a buying opportunity or a long position, you can give it a try. Then there are additional bonuses, namely a total of a $2 million pool if you engage in future trading with Kaspa with over 3,000 cryptocurrencies that you can trade futures on here. Check out Maxi, take the 10% cashback and possibly also the $8,000 bonus that you can receive here. This update will historically change the Kaspa blockchain, and that is very, very exciting. Then I found an interesting tweet, which I find very good. Namely, I used firms, waited until the gas price dropped, switched wallets, checked the bridge, paid $30 to transfer $15. Yes, everyone who has dealt with firms knows the whole thing. I used Solana, saw it being withdrawn. Then it stalled, then it restarted. I used Bitcoin, waited and waited, trustingly, but it never arrived immediately. Then I found Kaspa. No one recommended it to me. No imminent airdrop, no cult, no billion-dollar marketing, just raw code. And I found something rare. I sent a transaction, the confirmation happened in less than 2 seconds, and in less than 10 minutes it was final, meaning it was in his wallet, with a fee of 1/10,000th of a dollar. I thought, wait a minute, that's it. No bridge, no L2, no delay, no drama, just finality or simply the confirmation that the transaction went through. Then I looked at it more closely, 10 blocks per second. That's still to come. Then the Ghost Deck protocol, a mathematical breakthrough, a network that scales by accepting parallelism and not by suppressing it. This means that here in the network, everyone can be active. So there are many, many points where one might say, when looking at Kaspa and having an understanding of blockchain, one will quickly realize it is not the largest decentralized network. That is still Bitcoin. But what isn't yet can still become. I do not believe that Kaspa will ever be able to dethrone Bitcoin. But I firmly believe that Kaspa can and should play a major role in decentralized network because it is a fast network, a free network. And at the end of the day, with the smart contracts, it could probably have the fastest smart contracts on the market. So it remains very, very exciting what is coming our way. And this update is historically unique. If you still say you want to snag a few Kaspas as an airdrop, then there's something here as well. Namely, BitJet is hosting an AMA with Kaspa. There are 1,000 Kaspas as a reward and another 20 BGB. So check it out, May 8th at 8 p.m. with the German ambassador Stefan. So if you're interested, it takes place at BitGet in the Telegram DACH group. So here's a little airdrop as a hint for anyone who still wants to trade something. So we are very curious about what this update will bring. We stick with it, or I stick with it, and the whole thing is such that we will indeed see this update, a historic update, but we will not immediately see, wow, now the update is here. Now the price is skyrocketing and we see 20 cents. I don't really believe that. However, I believe that because we have these wallets here where other big ones could also be involved, as I said, for me, Binance and OKX. OKX is a big topic. I am also in contact with OKX. Their response was actually promising because I once asked, hey Hermer, what's up with this rumor between OKX and Kaspa? The response was promising, but at some point it came to, you have to wait for an update. And then I thought, yes, you are surely waiting for the hard fork, but both are waiting for it as well. So new exchange listings will come. You can count on that. And these will bring new users, meaning new holders, new buyers, and it will become a broader market. Let's remember, Binance is the largest exchange in the world with the most users. And if they suddenly have the opportunity to buy KAS, that's impressive. And it will push the price forward. The support articles about what KAS is, as well as mining articles and so on. And there was already a mining event at Binance. So the signs are increasing that a Binance listing will definitely happen. Whether it will come directly tomorrow, after the update, I doubt it. But maybe in May, at the end of May, and especially if the tide turns in the crypto market, meaning if the prices become a bit more positive, even more positive. We have actually already seen the turnaround. The bottom was reached. Now it just remains to be seen if there will be more positive events to push the entire market a bit further, including Bitcoin. And if that happens, then we will see a trend reversal here, another trend reversal, a larger breakout. And then I can imagine that exchanges will say, now, the momentum is there. The update is here. We can list it normally without having to update the hard fork afterwards. We can list it now, the hard fork has happened. And then everything starts. So I am very curious, Howard, feel free to share your opinion on this topic. Kaspa listing on Binance, okay? And maybe others as well. Maybe you can think of other exchanges where you say, wow, it absolutely needs to be listed there too. Write it in the comments and of course what you think about the update. And maybe where you think, if a Binance system comes, where could the price go and what are your hopes? Topic of smart contracts, new projects. It remains very, very exciting. In this sense, I say thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.